name is Sant. I'm Acting Deputy Director at the Walter and Eliza Hall Institute of Medical Research, now known as VHI, here in Melbourne, Australia. I'm also a clinical haematologist at the Royal Melbourne Hospital and the Peter MacCallum Cancer Centre. Ever since I was a young kid, I wanted to be a doctor, and making my way through medical school, I just loved learning about the human body, learning about how to care for patients. And after completing medical school, I also developed a passion for working in low and middle income countries. I spent time working in East Timor. I spent time working in the villages of India, and also spent some time in Central Australia working with our First Nations communities. After that, I went on to specialise in haematology, and I did that because I felt that haematology is an incredible specialty because it covers such a breadth, from cancer biology, immunology, transplant, through to nutrition, and even to pathology and red cell blood transfusion. So it really covers a huge diversity of skill sets that equips you beautifully to both practice medicine and also to explore many different areas of research. Having completed my haematology training, I did a PhD in actually in global health, interested in, and because I've become passionate about intersecting my interest in global health, public health, and haematology. And there, anemia is an incredibly common problem around the world. And I felt that I could really make an impact there. So I worked in the villages of India, undertaking field studies in the villages of Karnataka. And having completed that, I felt, well, I need to understand biology a little bit better. So I then managed to get a NHMRC postdoctoral fellow to travel to the University of Oxford, where I spent 5 very happy years working at the lab, understanding iron biology. And then since then, I've been here at VHI working as a lab, then division head, where I run my own lab working on anemia research, and we cover the breadth of basic science, exploratory biology on how red blood cells are made, on iron biology and how iron is handled in our body, the role of inflammation. But we also extend that out to global trials, where we work in the field in parts of Africa and South Asia to understand how to best prevent and treat anemia and nutritional disorders in kids and in pregnant mums around the world. Our lab does a broad range of global health research. So one of the things that we do, one of the projects we've just completed is an analysis to inform the new World Health Organization hemoglobin thresholds to define anemia that has been incorporated into a recent WHO guideline. We undertook a large analysis on the hemoglobin threshold that would identify anemia in healthy individuals. And that work was presented to the World Health Organization Guideline Development Group and was carefully considered, and then has been used to underpin new WHO guidelines that are used to define anemia. And those guidelines are now public and will be used internationally to help clinicians, public health authorities, governments, and clinical laboratories to define anemia, which will have an impact for practice of medicine and for public health. Along with that, we do a number of large randomized controlled field studies, and we've done studies on ways to treat anemia in pregnancy and also ways to treat anemia in young babies in Malawi and in Bangladesh. Some of these trials have just completed. Some of them will complete over the next 12 months. And this exciting program is yielding new knowledge on public health policies and clinical strategies to improve anemia in the field. I have a really deep passion for the health of people in low-income countries. I'm committed to trying to understand how we can find innovative solutions to improve the health of mums, the health of children, both with regards to anemia, particularly in that area, but also more broadly in their nutrition and their exposure to infectious diseases that drive inflammation. And that's coupled with my curiosity. So I'm just fascinated by how the body works, how different systems interact with each other, and how these interact with the outside environment, with infectious exposures, and with nutrition. And these two passions come together in my work, and every day I'm really excited about what the next question will be in our lab, what the next experiment we might do will be, what the next study we can plan to do might be. And there's nothing more exciting than getting a result from a study or even just an experiment and seeing that we're on the cusp of something really exciting. It's a busy, exciting, and fulfilling job to be a clinician scientist, to look after patients, to keep on top of breakthroughs in medicine so I can give them the best care, while also running a research program, looking after a team, and running our clinical studies overseas. So I must say that outside work, I find myself spending a substantial amount of time still thinking about work. But when I do manage to switch off, the highlight is really looking after my three wonderful children, doing what they want me to do, playing with them and taking them out on adventures. I try to keep fit, and I try to engage a little bit with the local community, be part of the school, and support my family.